Hello everyone, I am PyroFalkon and this is Evil Genius 2. At the end of the last episode, I've redesigned the base a bit. We've extended this hallway that goes to the side entrance and changed it into a casino. And the casino itself now has to wrap all the way around here in order to get into the main base. I'm just trying to get to any sort of tactic to slow down the friggin' investigators, because I'm running into the problem where the investigators just immediately pick a fight with my people, which just triggers a bunch of soldiers to come by. So hopefully by extending that out, let me double check to make sure the security zone is correct. It was not. There we go. So now the investigators will be tagged all the way this far back, and hopefully that means that they will be spotted and contained before they get into the main base. Meanwhile, we are continuing to do a research project to do time after time, which is the loot that requires Olga to be alive. And so, by finishing this, that means we can wipe her out. I don't think we've got the ability to wipe her out yet. I don't think that mission is available, but once she goes down, this loot mission is off the table. And remember that the point of this run is to get 100% loot. So that is the only thing that matters. So Max is running around trying to help people get trained up. We're also making so much money that I don't really need to pay attention to the world stage anymore. Even passively, we are making that much cash. So I'm not concerned about what's going on there either, which is one less thing to worry about. I'm still expanding the vault for absolutely no reason, because 6 million is way more than you'll ever need in this game actively here. But hey, I'm Max and therefore I'm greedy. So I will check back in once we've got that research project done and hopefully be a little bit closer to getting my numbers recovered. So here comes my true test. A bunch of investigators just showed up, and I assume they're from Saber. Yep, because that's who I'm picking on the most. Now, if they go in through this door, we're going to have a fight, because there's loot and a camera, and it's not exactly a safe room. Yeah, here they are. And the one camera is not enough to really fix things. But it's still a safe room otherwise, unless they can take a picture of the Nautilus. Yeah, they don't seem too upset. One of them got zapped, but didn't seem to care. That didn't raise their suspicion either. That's interesting. But they are also not tagged. Okay, now they are this deep in the base. But the good news is, even if they get deeper, then they're going to be flagged for capture rather than anything. So hopefully that won't trigger the soldiers. Okay, they shut down the Flame of Prometheus. So now they're standing in the zone to get captured. Yep, here they all come. Okay, these guys are not flagged that. So let's manually set that for capture. And then I'm going to have to extend... Oh, no, I did... Wow, the security zone is extended that far. Not sure exactly what to do about that. Well, whatever. So, luckily the henches are right here as well, so they can run over and help. Yeah, and we can at least take care of this pretty easily. I still haven't figured out, because I haven't really been watching, if I brainwash them, if that triggers the soldiers. I kind of assume it will. But I mean, I don't know how else I could have fixed that, really. Because once these excellent quality guys just, the cameras don't work on them, so they can't get tagged. I mean, it's just a mess, man. Pyro is doing really more harm than good, because if the fight had stayed in that room, it would have been fine, but instead it spilled out into the casino floor, and so now I'm gonna have to... Oh, she's down. That's unfortunate. Yeah, this just got bad. Pyro might arguably be even less under control than Ivan is in the first game. I'm going to have to plan the base better, especially if Pyro is involved. I'll have to figure out a better way to try to keep control of things. Yeah, soldiers are still coming. You can see in the top right corner there. They're still coming even though we're capturing these people, so it's like... I fail to understand why to even bother capturing the investigators instead of just taking them out, unless... Does the brainwash count? Maybe the soldiers aren't triggered if we interrogate instead? I don't know. All I know is we're about to have another firefight in just a hot minute. I accidentally flagged this martial artist to be captured, so I feel a little bad, but oh well. Now I've released them, so it's all good. Olga's here? Oh, because of... Got it. Because of the quest line. Alright, well, in that case we need to get ready with that, or for that, because that's going to pop off in a moment and not be pretty for us. You know, I'm going to further lock down this area. Or, I suppose not lock it down, but isolate it. That'd be the better word. So, we're gonna get rid of that door and then wall this off. There we go. That way the casino is fully isolated from the rest of the base. Is it just Olga? Did she not bring her friends, or are these her friends? No, those are our people. Wow, Olga showed up by herself, so it didn't take very long to take her out. Okay, that's done. How to get ahead in life. Let's face it, your layer's security has been more porous than ever. You've tried sophisticated new defenses, but maybe you need a different approach. Maybe you need to go analog.
3 incursions by the forces of justice this week alone. Why do I even have a security team?
I'm asking myself that same question, Max.
My department has been working on some exciting new defenses that, after careful testing, could prove...
R&D has given me gadget after gadget, and those do-gooders tap dance right past them. No, I need to go simpler. I need eyes that don't blink and ears that do not close. I need unswerving attention and stone-faced resolve. Tell me, Doctor, have you ever been to Easter Island?
Is this a camera? I assume it's a oh god, here are some soldiers again. Yep. Yep, it's just a mess now. Is it just the two of them? Seems so. Alright, here comes everybody else, so they'll be handled. Ugh. Wait, do more cameras increase the success chance that it'll reveal their outfits?
An agent has been captured.
Let's just go ham on the cameras right there, because if that actually helps, then we may as well try to keep them in check. I still haven't quite figured out why agents sometimes pick fights when they're stopped and escorted back into the casino. Maybe it has to do with which class of minion is trying to hold them up. Like, if it's a social minion, maybe they don't fight back. But if it's not a... See, she immediately started fighting back, and now everything's popped off. And that's going to cause the soldiers to show up, because we're going to have to eliminate all these guys. So, what the... Just so violent. What do I need to do here, man? I mean, really, if I just Red Ivan this shit and the solution is kill everyone and everything, I mean, you know, this is Evil Genius. We're not doing ballet here, so if that's what I need to do. That's what I'll do. Since apparently I'm going full Red Ivan, we're going to change our weapon capacity around a little bit. We're not going to be dicking around anymore. So what we're going to do is we're going to have 4 pistols and then nothing else but rifles. But we've got some new loot just in case anyone tries to get a little rambunctious here, like my cat apparently. Final loot mission of this chapter, a particularly eye-catching attraction, has alerted you to the sheer profit one can obtain in the world of charity. Make preparations to make the world give a little bit.
The world's largest piggy bank. Not exactly the most secure place to keep one's fortune.
Might be surprised.
It's a publicity stunt, boss. The charity's using it as a place for folks to put their donations.
Charity? Donations? You're telling me they put this piggy bank out and people are just giving them money?
Yeah. That's about the long and short of it.
I must know more!
And we must steal more. We are making so much money just idly now that I don't even have to run any active money missions on the world stage. It's a really nice, I was gonna say a nice problem to have. It's not really a problem. It's just nice. Can I alter this a little bit and maybe make this make a little bit more sense? If I move this one here, if I move this one here and this one over here, and then I can get rid of the ball, move this one over here, and then this one over here. There we go. That's probably going to work out better for me. And then there will be a path where they can actually kind of cut through this little section and get into the main area.
A scheme has succeeded.
You know, I'm starting to wonder if the issue was that I was running active missions, because now that the money active missions that I was running in Saber have stopped, and we're just down to 2 heat kill missions, there haven't been any heavy presence of Saber investigators who have shown up. Because I think it's the high amount of heat that's triggering the soldiers, I've decided to set all of Saber to heat killing missions for now. We're making enough money passively just from having all of the criminal networks that we don't need to run any active missions for a little bit. And hopefully that will be enough to kind of keep Saber at bay. It may not keep everyone else at bay, but it's Saber that's causing me most of the problems. So if we can get them shut off, or at least slowed down, then maybe I'll have a chance to breathe. New loot item is secure in our lair. And now I'm going to do a wiki check, because I think that's all of them. This will be a nice quick check. We have done a million bees. We have done Broken Time Machine. We have the Colombian Emerald. We have the Easter Island Head, the world's largest piggy bank. All we have left now, unlock in Chapter 14, King Solomon's Mines, Pandora's Box, Ray Gun Dispenser, the Terracotta Army, and the Tsar Bomb. So the only thing we really need to go nuts with to get those is we need to defeat Axe, we need to defeat Bola, and we need to get Clara Jones. Let's go after Clara Jones now and just start working on her missions. We could use an extra hand around the base anyway. And before we do that, you can see we're only missing 5 pieces of loot, which matches what the wiki count is, so we are right on. Okay, Knowledge is Power, a fascinating late-night TV show called When Aliens Bury Things, mentions a new archaeological discovery. There's chatter about hieroglyphs and a bizarre hum. Whatever it is, it's valuable, and not yet yours.
Side story begun.
No cutscene. We need to interrogate some dude who's going to show up in the casino.
Tell me where you found the carved stone. It had better still be there.
It's still there, right where I found it, in Egypt.
Excellent. Who else knows about this?
Oh, very few people. Me, you, Clara Jones, my barber.
Clara Jones. That means she has a head start. Whatever she paid you isn't worth the hole you've dug yourself.
Why is his eyebrows a different color that... You know what, it's fine.
The host of When Aliens Bury Things. I guess the cameraman and the producer would know too.
Someone make him stop talking.
We're just going to have to go scorched earth on this bitch. Raid the first tomb on the world's... Oh, is that it? No, that's something else. I was going to say, he said Egypt, so... we're going to have to use all of our military minions for this. Oh, and it's time for a mid-roll ad, so we'll have one of those, and on the other side of the break, hopefully we have things a little bit more under control, such as the heat. It's so hot in the world right now. We need more valets so I can control that better.
Soon the entire obelisk will be mine. The holy grail of archaeology.
Isn't the Holy Grail the Holy Grail of archaeology?
Not anymore. Do try to keep up with the trends.
Okay, raid the last tomb on the world stage. So I've been slowly converting all of the zones over to heat-killing missions, and that does seem to have made an impact. It's chilled out everybody.
Has succeeded.
And even though I'm having to just chew through all of my social minions, there aren't as many investigators coming to the world stage anymore, which is sort of the point. Okay, so symmetry is there, so as usual, we're just going to manipulate things. I don't even have biologists anyway, so I can run that mission. So we'll get them trained up, and then I'll see if I can get symmetry to move, so I don't encounter or engage her wrath by running that last mission I need.
I want that obelisk. Hand over the pieces you found.
Never. I found them fair and square. Well, square anyway. Square-ish.
We each have parts of the obelisk. Perhaps we could work out some sort of arrangement.
Oh, is the obelisk what I get from recruiting her?
Only one person can own the obelisk. Let's play for it. A game of chance to settle it. What?
I'll meet you at my
sorry.
favorite roulette table in my casino.
Sorry, Clara Jones, you were talking a bit slow.
Everyone knows your favorite table is rigged. Make it your second favorite, and we have a deal.
Boy, she's dumb. Alright, hold on 1 second while I finish that build order. Okay, play a game of roulette, blah blah blah, set that to that, there we go. Alright, come on, Clara.
That's the game done, Clara. I'll just take my winnings and... Wait, what's that noise?
Oh, roulette makes a wonderful distraction, doesn't it?
You're trying to steal the obelisk stones!
Trying? No. Succeeding? Yes. Oh, don't mind my thieves. They'll be out of here soon enough. Are you ready to lose your loot?
Kinda surprised you fell for that, Max. Okay, so kill or capture. So we want to order a capture. Say send her to her tomb, or if you think she might be useful later, keep her alive. Okay, yeah, so we've now ordered her to be captured, and I'll bring all the henches for no reason. Like, that's probably way more than I'm going to have to do. Guys, henches, go get her. She's right there. There you go. I'm not going to bother activating any special abilities because she'll go down quickly enough. There we go. Okay. It's been so long since I've captured a crime lord like this, I don't remember what has to happen. I guess we'll probably just have to interrogate her once she gets into his cell.
There are so many things in the world that aren't mine yet. The only thing I'm collecting here is dust.
Consider it a sabbatical, a holiday, a very long leave of absence.
I can be useful. I can find the most valuable items, spot forgeries. I can even shoot things if needs be.
Forgeries? Tell me, have you heard of a man called Carl Keffard?
Great example. I can shoot him.
Great.
But there are so many things I don't own.
Another obstruction to your plans has been removed, and you even secured some of their wealth as a bonus. Alright, so is that it with you? There's nothing else listed here. Carl Cafford's mission is now gone, so I suppose that's what I needed to do. We will eventually have to defeat X, but we're going to have to defeat all of the super agents anyway. So I think here I'm going to continue the MSQ because we've done everything we need to do to this point. Is she on my team now? She is not, so she's a temporary partner. Okay, let's complete the research project D'Or, Trap D'Or, and continue MSQ. So all I need to do is turn on my centrifuges. We'll turn off my data hubs, and we're good to go. I've decided that if I don't increase any of the criminal networks by or beyond level 2, then all I need
to be here.
is valets in order to do heat kills. So leaving everything at level 2 and having just a butt ton of valets who are showing up or getting trained is going to help me out. I still want to stick with level 4 in Africa, but I'm seeing here, now that I've killed all the heat in Africa, I don't have investigators or anything else at my doorstep. So really it has been all about managing my heat on the world stage, and the reason that we were having so many investigators and so many soldiers was because my heat was out of control in Africa because I wasn't checking anything. Yeah, they're up there in the top right. We've got investigators on their way, but my heat count is only 43 and falling. I'm hoping what that means is that the investigators who are going to show up are going to be weaker, because if they are excellent quality, we're just going to have this happen again. But at least it took them a really long time to show up, so hopefully that means the number of attacks against the layer are lowered, even if, unfortunately, these are excellent qualities. So I guess while I'm sitting here doing nothing, we'll time-lapse, smash cut, to when the investigators show up, and hopefully they are no worse than, say, good quality? Or I should say no better than good quality. Fingers crossed.
New research has been completed.
Okay, so we've got the research we needed. The investigators still haven't shown up yet. So we'll dig out the tunnel that is required. Let's see here. Oh, that's awkward. Let's just do it this way. Can I? No. We'll just make a very narrow passage there. That way we don't attach the weapon, the super weapon, to the vault, because the vault is a little too exposed. I don't want symmetry to show up and start wandering around inside our super weapon, you know?
Everything is in place, sir. We're just waiting for Krast to turn up.
What's wrong with the woman? Where is she? We're on a schedule here.
Schedule?
She's the late Krast, about to be the late Krast.
I could kill you to pass the time. You know that, yes?
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's a hell of a dad joke. Hold an emergency meeting at the conference table. Alright, let me finish buying more safes. Once again, do we need that much money? No. Do I want that much money? Abso-flippin'-lutely. Well, that's one way to hold an emergency meeting, by jumping on the globe. Capture target from the world stage. Who are we capturing? Once the board meeting has begun, invite Krast to the island. Don't give her time to consider her actions. I see. Alright, so quickly scanning. I don't see where she is. Oh, there she is. She's up in Greenland. And luckily there's no one else up there, so this should be okay. Oh, here's the Saber investigators. Yeah, they're only good quality. I mean, with as many distractions and other things we have, that should be fine. The excellents are really hard to deal with. The excellent quality investigators, I mean, but the good qualities we seem to be alright with. Oh, here she comes. Okay, we got her. We stopped her. I still don't know what determines whether they fight back when they're caught, but it seems so far my social minions are keeping them in check. Yeah, that was a massive hit of resolve she took, too. See, this is where I really want to put the suit back in play. Let's try. I mean, it didn't seem like too many enemy agents were... Let's put it there. It didn't seem like too many agents saw the armor and then immediately freaked out. So any help or any little bit I can use to attack their resolve will help me out. I'm sorry I'm fumbling with my words in this recording session. I'm not sure what's wrong with me. The trap is set, Krast is on her way, and you have a brand new toy. It's time to introduce her to Midas. Alright. No cutscene. Gold fingers and toes and, well, everything else. Krast has arrived for the board meeting, and in that moment, the minion strikes. The precise and devastating power of Midas device, turning her legs to solid gold. There will be no escaping you this time. Tomorrow, Krast will always be a threat to you as long as she's capable of thinking for herself and making guest appearances on talk shows. Capture her. So, I guess...
Salaries paid.
She's here? Oh. Yeah, that worked out really well. So he got hit with the resolve debuff. So his resolve drained quite a bit, and he's being escorted out. Yeah, he's down to only 13 resolve, and I bet you after he's done here, he's going to wind up having to leave. No? Let's see. That hit for 5 resolve. Oh, and now the rest is being drained. And now he's going to leave. Awesome. Perfect. That's what I needed to do. So, even in my 5th run, I do want to try using the social minions more. Although now it really does seem like I've got the right balance here. If we bottleneck everybody into the casino, but far away from the main door, then having a lot of social minions will distract them, and I need to keep my heat down on the world stage so I don't have excellent quality investigators coming to me. And that is probably all I will need to do, which then further removes my need to have traps, which is fine. I don't particularly care for the traps anyway. Alright, so we've got her captured. Let's get her brainwashed once her resolve hits 0. I am operating at a loss, I'm seeing. I'm down to 6.2 million, which is plenty of money, don't get me wrong. But this does mean that I will need to run some money missions eventually in order to recover that number. That's fine. As long as I spread out where I'm running those money missions, it should be okay. And I can always use the intel also to... Oh!
Task complete.
We got her brainwashed, but she didn't change her character model. Announce Krast's defeat from your impressive desk. Done. Still surprised we haven't gotten the rest of those missions. I guess we're still in Chapter 13, so probably Chapter 14 will happen once we finish Gold Fingers and Toes and everything else.
Task complete.
We finished that task, so now we need to gather Krast's data on the world stage? What's that about? Krast has arrived for the board meeting. Okay, so this is part 2. Krast was working on a number of special projects toward the end. Gather the data and see if any of it is useful. Destroy her holdings while we are at it. So I'm kind of out of time. I can't really do much more here, but I can give the order for at least a couple of those. And then in the next episode, we will finish off Krast, and that will almost certainly get us to the next chapter. I need to upgrade here to do that one. Alright, so that will be it for today. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow for another episode. We almost have the world in the palm of our hands.